to another installment of Metallic Reviews, the show where I take an honest look at the harder, heavier side of music and give it an honest rating. All of you out there who watch my channel who are symphonic fans, rejoice, because we're going to be diving into one of those bands today, and more specifically, one of European black metal's more interesting exports. It's And Oceans and their new album, As in Gardens, So in Tombs, out January 29th on Season of Mist. Now, the reason I say that they're one of European black metal's more interesting and intriguing exports is this. They do a lot that's really unorthodox, especially when it comes to black metal. I will say this, and I'll say it again towards the end of the video. This is a record for people who are fans of a very niche section of this particular subgenre, namely that area where the songwriting gets really lofty, it's really grandiose, there's some subtle keyboard work, it incorporates a ton of this shimmering symphonic stuff that you won't really find on your everyday run-of-the-mill black metal release that sounds like it was recorded in somebody's bedroom after a tank ran over their recorder. Now, do those symphonic, shimmering, lofty elements bog this particular release down? Let's dive in and see. Let me just start by saying this album pulls no punches straight from the get-go. While it's not the most brutal thing out there, there's definitely a lot of in-your-face on here. The album opener is also the title track, and I gotta say, it's definitely in the running for one of my favorite tracks of the year so far. The riff on here is very, very good. From there, the band pushes its way through a soundscape that's as confusing as it is beautiful. It may take a couple listens to get used to for some, but fans of, again, that niche, that grander, more classically influenced side of metal will definitely appreciate it. This is a majestic work. This is massive, with a lot of care taken to ensure that everything sounds exactly the way it's supposed to. Production-wise, this is one of the best-produced black metal releases I have ever heard. Now, that's thanks in a large part to mixer and engineer and Swallow the Sun guitarist, and I'm probably going to butcher his name, forgive me, Juho Raiha. Considering the soundscapes that Swallow the Sun puts out, I'm really not surprised at the way this record was put together. It's very suffocating. It comes in all around you. It makes you feel claustrophobic, which is what good black metal is supposed to do, but it continues to maintain a level of elegance not seen on other records of this subgenre. Fans of the brutal and fans of the beautiful should both find something to enjoy on here. There's an essence to this record that places it squarely outside the realm of what you'd expect. It's a definite breath of fresh air in a genre that so often typecasts itself as being horribly produced and overly indulgent in its themes of darkness and despair. Now, in terms of musician performance, I've got to give it up to three men on here, and once again, forgive me, I'm probably going to butcher some names here. Drummer Kauko Kusisalo and guitarists Timu Sari and Timo Kontio. It's definitely these three elements that drive the record. Kusisalo is a master behind the kit, offering up blast beat after blast beat, but never really falling into a rut. He pays a lot of homage to those who've come before him while offering his own interpretation of traditional black metal drumming. As for the guitar work, tremolo picks abound, and fans of Darkthrone and Mayhem will scream and shout and raise their hands to the ceiling on this one, as Sari and Kontio guide the listener through winding paths of symphonic blackness on display all over this record. Add to that some interesting extracurricular elements, and you've got a package that's at once very entertaining and absolutely brutal, yet contemplative, melancholic, and thoughtful. There's certainly a ton to enjoy here, yet even I will admit, again, it's not for everyone. Not everyone's going to enjoy this. I don't think the album will do much to please fans of more orthodox black metal or draw new fans into the genre. This is definitely an album made for people who love this type of music. Their Season of Mist page says it's an album for fans of Emperor and early Dimmu Borgir, and that is a definite truth. It's especially the case for those who enjoy albums like In the Nightside Eclipse and Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. Isan would be very proud of this album. Yes, there's a ton of Emperor influence here. It's pushed in no small part by, again, that very, very subtle keyboard work, which made Emperor such a dramatic and such a compelling listen back in the day. So, yes, this record will certainly not please everybody, but you know what they say about that. You just can't please everybody, and that is okay. I can't really find anything personally that I massively disliked here. Again, niche album, all that, blah, blah, blah. It does get a little repetitive toward the end, but there are definitely enough positives to not only counteract this, but overwhelm it altogether. Between production, songwriting, and overall atmosphere, this is among the better releases out there. It's definitely one of the best when it comes to black metal. Tighten things up a bit and put a bit more thought into dynamics, and it would be perfect. But still, I highly, highly recommend a listen. Metallic Reviews gives it a shimmering, shining, well-produced 4.5 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. Click like, and please don't forget to subscribe for more weekly Metallic reviews, trying to bump that sub count up to 50. Next week, we're going to be keeping with the symphonic theme, but leaning a little more towards the traditional symphonic stuff as we examine Xandria's new album, The Wonder Still Awaiting. I hope you'll join me. You've been watching Metallic Reviews, where I give honest ratings to honest music. I will see y'all next time.